We do acknowledge that there were challenges during and after the elections as in other elections. It is the position of IPAC that lessons have been learned and matters regarding the elections are before the various election petition tribunals across the country. You may wish to recall the historic event of 28th February 2023 at the International Conference Center, Abuja, when IPAC, after due consultations, rose to the occasion and encouraged INEC to continue and conclude the process of collation of results for the presidential election to guarantee the survival of democracy in Nigeria. The position taken by IPAC is, however, without prejudice to some of our member political parties who have since approached the courts for redress. Two major opposition parties, the PDP and the Labour Party, as well as three other political parties, disagreed with the outcome of the elections and have since gone to the presidential election petition court to challenge the outcome of the election inconsistent with the norms and values of the electoral process. We commend them for following the path of law. However, we really hope that the decision of the court will not be based on some perverse public policy rationale or technicalities, but rather on reasoned and reasonable interpretation of substantive and procedural law. What Nigeria needs now is fairness, equity, and justice. As the tribunal's decision is being awaited, on 27th June 2023, the European Union Electoral Observer Mission to the 2023 general election in Nigeria presented its report to the public. The full report, which is already in the public domain, has understandably become the subject of intense public interest. IPAC carried out a dispassionate review of the report, as well as listened to the views expressed by all stakeholders in the Nigerian democratic process, and has since referred them to the IPAC 2023 Elections Review Committee set up to unearth all immediate and remote causes surrounding the conduct and the outcome of the election. The findings and recommendations of the IPAC Review Committee will assist in engendering dialogue amongst all stakeholders on electoral, legal, and administrative reforms necessary to achieve improved democratic practices in Nigeria. The unprecedented enthusiasm of the Nigerian youth who trooped out in their numbers, despite seemingly insurmountable structural and procedural challenges, were largely due to the unprecedented mobilization efforts by INEC and political parties ahead of 2023 elections. The technological innovations introduced, especially the accreditation of voters using the bimodal voter accreditation system, was a game changer and highly commendable. Mr. Chairman, we must also commend candidates of political parties who crisscrossed Nigeria's most difficult terrains under unprecedented insecurity situation and economic hardships canvassing for votes. The non-transmission of the presidential election results on the IRF platform at the polling units due to technical glitches remains the elephant in the room. Mr. Chairman, as we approach the off-season elections in Imo, Bayelsa, and Kogi states in November, all hands must be on deck to ensure the resident electoral commissioners and returning officers are not pressured by some governors and INEC itself to falsify results in their states. The Adamawa State 2023 governorship election result declaration saga and the embarrassment caused INEC and the nation at large is a case in point. The prosecution of the Adamawa rake in court by INEC is highly desirable and commendable. Equally desirable is action by all relevant security agencies to check the misuse of state resources in violation of the Electoral Act 2022, which prohibits the use of state apparatus to the advantage or disadvantage of any political party or candidate, Section 92, subsection 2 of the Act. Finally, IPAC understands that there are so many other factors that affected the conduct of 2023 election, such as obvious ethnic profiling, religious sentiments, voter suppression, ballot snatching, hate speech, etc., which are beyond the Commission. Hence, the need for all the key stakeholders to work in harmony.